Good morning, campers. This is episode 6 from my series, Is It a Twin or Is It a Karmic Connection? And today we're going to break down point number 6, obviously, which is that in true divine connections, in true twinny connections, twin flame connections, the divine feminine, it works for both divine feminine and divine masculine, but because the divine feminine leads the way, for the divine feminine, you start changing almost immediately, but throughout this journey, you change your view and your understanding of love, relationships, and intimacy. Right? So if you are wondering, this is the whole point of the series, if you're wondering, is it a twin or is it a karmic connection? That's the first video you're watching, go ahead and watch the previous episodes, because these points are from top. I'm going top bottom. But this point is also important, and it's also a way that you can know that you are in a true divine connection, because when you connect to an actual twin flame, so the other half of your soul, you embark on a journey of spiritual awakening, spiritual growth, of deep cleanse of the soul, right? We spoke about this in previous episodes. And throughout this journey, like I said, especially the divine feminine, you completely change how you see and understand and approach what is love, what are romantic relationships, what is intimacy. Because you heal, you go deeper. But there's actually a reason for this, because I talk about this a lot and explain this to you guys, that true divines, true twin flames, we come here with a mission, right? You will have your unique own mission as a divine. You will have your unique mission as a pairing together once you're in union. And overall, collectively, as all twin flames, we are here to support the shift from old earth to new earth, to return to divine order, to restore divine order. And part of divine order is how people these days understand love and relationships, right? And intimacy especially. Because in a distorted system we live in a patriarchal distorted system we live in, ruled by distorted masculine energy, it's really been brought to a very shallow level, right? So intimacy is something that is quick, sort of a fast food kind of approach. I want it now, I'm not gonna wait. It's just about pleasure. It's just about, one night stands and friends with benefit. It's Tinders, it's all over the place, right? When you look at love and relationships, it become transactional. Dating, people constantly, they're just wanting. They're not even looking at, what can I give? What do I bring to the table? And a lot of people, start from a very egoistic point of view, right? And they're very, I bring this, I bring that, I'm wonderful, and we should, know our worth. But very few people actually go into the shadow work. How do I show up in a relationship? How do I show up for my partner? What kind of partner I am? What kind of husband I am? What kind of wife I am, right? It's all transactional. What do I want, right? Dating these days become like an interview, right? I want to know everything about you. And don't get me wrong, it's very important, even in divine relationships between soulmates, to be aligned, to want the same things, but it should be coming from a place of soul. So collectively, one of the missions that us twin flames we carry is to show to the world that true love is unconditional. And this is also what divine feminine teaches and shows in separation. People who haven't been on this journey, when they hear about this, it seems crazy, but only true twinnies understand, yes, there is a man out there somewhere. He's the other half of my soul. He's not speaking to me. He's not choosing me at this moment of time. He's choosing his ego. He's choosing his karmic connections, oftentimes other women. He's choosing career. He's choosing fear. There's a point where the masculine is an awareness that you are the other half of his soul, yet he's not ready. He's choosing something different. But here you are in your divinity, loving him. You want nothing from him. You don't even need a happy birthday message to love this man, because he is you and you are him. He's the other half of your soul. And through this journey, we learn what true love is. Love is not about wanting. Love is not about controlling someone, wanting to change someone, wanting to, be with someone. We don't have to be with the other half of our soul. When you're already in inner union, right? When we're already in your divine state, we love them. No matter what they choose, no matter where they are, right? We may not choose to show up for them in a relationship if they're not yet healed, but we will always love them. And it's this unconditional love that should be existent, should be the foundation of any relationship. And through this journey that we go through, we understand that love should be unconditional. If you want something from someone, it's codependency. There might be loving emotions within that codependency, but as long as you want something, whatever that is, from your partner, it's codependency. We change on this journey our approach to intimacy. We start to, because we look through the veil, we understand the meaning of life, right? We become channels, as we established in previous relationships. We see the meaning of life. We don't come here as souls for shallow pleasures, right? We come here to really enjoy life with the depths of the emotion. So we understand that our body is our temple, is our sacred temple that should be respected, that should be loved, that should be cherished. And only those, you guys know that I always quote this, that only those who can hold your naked soul should hold your naked body. We understand that true love is divine. And through this journey of healing, of suffering, of separation, we one day come into union to show other people what true love really is. That all those, the visual of love that people have today, the paradigm that was created, it's false. You don't have to be, everything that you know about love. You don't have to, sign the paperwork to love someone. You don't have to live with them in the same town or even country to love them. You don't have to have certain list of things that they give to you to love them, right? It's about connection of a soul. It's about, people often in dating these days say that you have to verify, right? Verify, right? As if it's like this test ride that they constantly talk about, as if another person was a car, right? Is this person suit me? Does this person is good for me? But they do it from the other way around. That's not how we're supposed to do it. What you're supposed to be checking is if this person is my soul connection. Is this my soulmate? Right? Is this my soulmate? And to verify this, first I need to heal myself, to understand myself, to know the authentic me. Once I heal, I can start meeting people and building relationships, starting from friendship, because friendship is a foundation of relationship. And rest assured, I promise this to you, I swear, if someone is your soulmate, you don't have to check your compatibility. If you're healed, if you connect to someone, if you feel that this person is your soulmate, you're healed enough to see and recognize from a level of a soul, a true soul connection. You don't need to verify, is intimacy is going to be okay? Are you going to be okay living together? If two people are healed, are mature, they're authentic, they're coming from a place of soul, they recognize each other as soulmates, it will all fall into place. And that is something that we come here to teach. So if you're asking yourself and you're verifying all those points and all those episodes that I'm talking about, Is it really my twin, right? So you met someone years ago and you think this is your twin flame. Ask yourself that. Has my approach through this connection to love, to intimacy, to sexuality, to dating, to what love is these days, to what it should be as per divine law, has it changed? Because if it hasn't changed completely, if you haven't within yourself completely dismantled and broken the paradigm of what world tells you that love is supposed to be these days, you are not in a twin flame connection. And again, for the masculines, it's going to be a bit longer, right? This journey is very different for the masculine. And I've done so much content about this. I especially recommend an episode that from my masterclass that I'll put it on the screen, as always, where I compare the journey of the masculine, journey of the feminine. So it will come later on to the masculine, but it will come to him. Whereas for the feminine, very quickly on the journey, you start to understand, damn, we are doing it all wrong. We've lost, through this distorted, again, masculine system, we've lost the understanding of true love, of union, of divine union, of the divine feminine and divine masculine. That the foundation is trust, is friendship, is accountability, is healing myself to show up for another person. So it's a very important point, because again, part of our mission is always to reteach that other people. So I hope this was helpful. I will see you tomorrow for our next episode. And if you want to watch the whole series, you can either go to my TikTok and look through all the videos, or you can go directly to my YouTube. There's a playlist, Twin Flame versus Karmic Catalyst, and you can watch all the episodes there. I love you so incredibly much, and I hope you have an amazing day.